So Ramadan starts tomorrow and I'm going to show you what it consists of, how I'm planning for it, and this video should also help first timers doing Ramadan because I'll tell you how to prep and my lessons learned from last time. I'll give you a really quick story of what happened the first time I did Ramadan. So I wasn't eating in the morning because overall Ramadan you're not supposed to eat when the sun is up, and so obviously you have to wake up like at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning to get breakfast in before sunrise. And what I was doing is actually skipping that and eating when the sun went down. So throughout the whole day I felt crappy, tired, and it was miserable. But obviously the lessons learned is make sure to just follow everything correctly, eat before the sunrise, and you'll be good throughout the day, trust me. Because I know the first time you're thinking, dang, I can't drink water, I can't eat. You basically can't really do much. But yeah, I think the big thing that a lot of people go that if they think is a little crazy is that you can't drink water at all or any type of liquid. So yeah, make sure to follow this video and I'm gonna show you all these steps and how I plan to prep for it so that way I can survive. And also if this is your first time doing Ramadan, then this video is gonna help you out. So just to clarify, I'm not Muslim, but I have friends that are. And there was a time a couple years ago that we would go have lunch and all this other stuff and you know, he wouldn't eat. So I was like, oh dang, this sucks because like we're eating right in front of him. Obviously that's totally fine when you're doing Ramadan because that's just, you just have to face that, right? But as time goes by, it doesn't really bother you because you're just like, I'm not hungry, like I had a really great breakfast in the morning. But yeah, I remember like a couple years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna partake. And so I remember I did it the first year and it was a little hard because like I said, my lessons learned, but I did get better at it, and then the second year got better. So another year is here and I decided to do Ramadan. And I have friends that are Muslim that go like, you know, you should convert already just because you already don't drink alcohol, you don't do drugs, and I'm basically more than 50% already there. Sorry, I feel like I've been yapping for a while and I haven't even talked about Ramadan. So Ramadan is a holy month observed by Muslims all around the world. It is a time for fasting, prayer, reflection, and community. And Ramadan lasts about 29 to 30 days. So what do Muslims do during Ramadan? For one, they fast from dawn to sunset. This is the biggest part of Ramadan, so they have to avoid food, water, actually any type of drinks, smoking, and sexual activity. So basically avoid that from sunrise to sunset. The fast is broken each evening with a meal called Iftar. By the way, if I start pronouncing these words incorrectly, please let me know in the comments down below. So Iftar is a meal at sunset. And usually to break the fast, you have a date and water. And when I say a date, I mean these type of dates, not an actual date. Well, it can be both. The second thing that Muslims do during Ramadan is increase prayer and reflection. So they usually pray 5 times a day and maybe add an extra prayer in there. I think when they add an extra prayer at night, it's called Tarawih. Tarawih? I think I'm saying that. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. People focus to be more kinder, more patient, and disciplined. The third thing that Muslims do during Ramadan is read the Quran. So that's when they'll try to read the whole Quran during Ramadan or try to read it a little bit more than usual. The fourth thing is to give to charity. Helping others is a major part of Ramadan. There is a mandatory charity called zakat, and obviously that's given before the end of Ramadan. And there's also a voluntary giving called sadaqah or sadaqah. Like I said, I butcher these names really badly. I even mess up the English language. But that word is basically giving more to charity. Just extra. Ramadan is very important because fasting teaches you empathy, self-control, and gratitude. So how does Ramadan end? So after the 29 to 30 days, there is this joyful holiday called Eid al-Fitr. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but Eid, something like that. Dang, I'm freaking horrible. But it's basically a big celebration. There's special morning prayer, family gatherings, and a big feast. Cool, so now that you know what Ramadan consists of, why it's important, all that good stuff, now let me tell you how I'm prepping for it. And like I said, the best way to survive and the best way to feel good, it's basically to have that really good breakfast in the morning. So I'm gonna tell you all the best foods to prep for suhoor. I hope I'm saying that correctly too. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you all the best foods that you can have and which of those foods I'm gonna end up choosing. Because I also want something that's quick, high in protein, and I'm also trying to cut cost. So yeah, just something in that realm of those 3 categories. So here are the best foods to prep for suhoor. Oats or overnight oats. The best part about oats is that it keeps you full for hours and they have slow release energy. And it's also very easy prep the night before. The second thing are eggs. So boiled, scrambled, any way you want them. That's also very easy and inexpensive. And it also has protein, so it's gonna keep you full longer. And the third thing is lean protein. So you can have like grilled chicken, turkey slices, some Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. I think for me, I'm gonna do grilled chicken just because you can buy a big bulk at Costco and it's very easy to prep, so you can do it even the night before and just heat it up or anything like that. Because trust me, sometimes I think it's gonna be a little bit difficult to wake up in the morning and eat and force yourself to eat because you're not gonna be too hungry. At least that happened to my experience as well. But don't worry, you'll get used to it. The fourth thing is rice or simple carbs, something to incorporate with your protein. Rice and chicken, rice and eggs, rice and beans. These will keep your energy stable throughout the whole fast. The fifth one are healthy fats. The healthy fats also help you keep full longer. So avocado, peanut butter, nuts, veggies, or fruit. Another few things to have are hydrating foods. So basically watermelon, cucumber, oranges, smoothies, coconut water, stuff like that. Definitely stay hydrated, and I think also some electrolytes also will help you out. The next one is whole grains. It's slow digesting and helps you stay full longer as well. You can have quinoa, multigrain bagels, whole grain toast, things like that. Those are just small examples of foods that you can have for breakfast, and it will definitely help you with your fast. And also make sure to drink a lot of water in the morning. Make sure to drink it slowly and not too much or too fast. Avoid salty foods because that's only going to make you thirstier. And avoid sugary foods because that's going to give you a crash later on. But yes, definitely include carbs, protein, and healthy fats for the best energy to have throughout the whole day. Let me know in the comments down below what are your foods that you prep for Ramadan, and also what are your foods that you eat in the morning and maybe even for Iftar in the evening when you break fast. For me, what I'll be eating in the morning, just to keep it consistent and just easy for myself, grilled chicken, boiled eggs, and rice. I'll definitely have some electrolytes with my water, some avocado, and I'm gonna incorporate some fruits and veggies, so broccoli, oranges, banana, and cucumber, something like that. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, but those are gonna be my main ingredients for the next 30 days. And if you just get everything at Costco, it's just gonna be a good budget-friendly type of meal deal. So yeah, I really hope that this video helped you out to prep for Ramadan. Also, let me know in the comments down below what are your foods that you eat for breakfast, in the evening, what are your routines, and just anything that you want to talk about Ramadan, let me know in the comments down below. And especially if you're a first timer, I want to hear all about it, how you're gonna prep for it, and all that good stuff. Maybe even lessons learned. If you guys have any lessons learned from Ramadan, when you first did it or the second time you did it, leave it all in the comments down below. Make sure to stay tuned, make sure to subscribe because I'll be vlogging for the rest of Ramadan. I have a lot of great video ideas, but I also want to show you my experience and how I wake up in the morning, how do I incorporate gym and working out, working at my job, doing YouTube, and how will I deal with it with all the work travel that I have upcoming for the next 3 weeks. After next week, for 3 weeks, I'm going to be traveling consistently, and they're going to be different time zones. So I think that's going to mess me up because like 3 hours behind, and then come back to California to adjust, and then 3 hours forward because I'm going to be going to the East Coast, and it's just going to be very messy. So I want to bring you guys along, so make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, and yeah, let's see how it goes, and I hope it goes well. I will do my best, as I always do. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. I'll see you guys very soon, and let's get this Ramadan day going. See you guys later.